Hello friends. So it's been a while since we have met each other. So first of all, my sincere thanks to Rahulna sir for giving me this opportunity to present a video in front of you all. So again, it's been a while due to this COVID, this pandemic situation. We were sitting at home just watching videos, means online class. I meant to say online class actually. Yeah, okay. So today you must be wondering why I am here doing this video, but this is a task assigned to me, just making a video about a topic which we should be studying. So topic which I am covering today is requirements bit. So when we talk about a project, should we first think about the requirements of that topic. Most of us have this deja vu feeling, like whenever we take a project, it's like most probably this project won't be working. This is a thought that comes to our mind, but the main reason for this is like we might not be knowing about the proper requirements of this project. Requirements, it has a major role than what you think actually. So I have this question: what is actually a requirement? It's more like not whatever we can add into a project. It's more like a project is perfect and it has met all its requirements when nothing can be taken from that. I'll tell you an example. It's like, just think of we are designing a car. We can add AC, we can add sunroof, we can add bulletproof glass. These all are okay. These all are features of the car, but there are certain things that we cannot remove from that. It's like the car is having four wheels. Then again, it should be fully covered. These features makes a car a car. Okay, so these are the basic requirements for that car. Like that, there are basic requirements for a project to be successful. So okay, so now let's move on to the presentation and have an analysis about what is requirement and how do we analyze it. So I welcome you once again to my presentation. As I have told earlier, my topic is the requirements bit. So let's move on. So let's check out what we will be seeing in this session. So I'll be discussing about the definition, digging of requirements, documenting requirements, use case diagrams. So these are the topics that are given in our prescribed textbook. So let's move on. So let's start with the definition. So this is not an actual definition or anything. This is something which I understood from reading that textbook. So what are requirements? Requirements, it's actually an entity, either physical or functional, that is a must for required system is called a requirement. So what does it mean? It's like for the functioning of a system, there may be some physical or functional aspects which is a must. Those aspects are called requirements of that particular system. So from where we will be getting our requirements? The answer is very simple, that we will be getting through meetings. If we conduct some meetings, means if we interact with our clients, we will be getting the requirements. Digging for requirements. So what do you mean by digging for requirements? We won't be getting these requirements as statements, or it won't be available easily. Should gather these requirements. We can do only this by interacting with our clients. Our clients may not be knowing about the technical stuff. They will be common people. They will be mostly common people. They will be just telling us what they need. But what they actually will be saying is what they expect in the final as a final result. So we'll have to interact with them, get to know what is the system that they require, what are their actual needs. So we'll have, it's more like a discussion. There will be developers, there will be clients, there will be testers. So as a whole, these stakeholders all will be there in that meeting, and they will be discussing. That's how we will be digging up requirements. So it's not just we should be digging up, we should be reporting them, making a report out of that. So the next topic will be documenting requirements. So how to document requirements? Ivar Jacobson proposed the concept of use case to capture requirements. So now we have the question like, what is use case? Have included this Cockburn's use case template that is actually given in our textbook itself. It actually shows a template of an use case. It contains characteristic information. In that it is there is goal in context, scope, level, precondition. Then comes main success scenario, extensions, variations, related information, schedule, open issues. So if we just look this example of a e-commercial website, this is a use case of an e-commercial website. So if you see, it contains goal in context. What is it? Buyer issues request directly to our company, expects goods shipped and to be built. Actually, this is what happens in Flipkart or Amazon or in any other e-commercial website. You'll be just submitting a request, paying your bill, and we'll be getting the goods delivered. So what is the scope of this software? Means this Flipkart or Amazon. The scope is only for that company. If that software doesn't work, means it won't affect us as long as we have other softwares. It won't affect other companies. The scope will be only for that company. Means in order for that company to survive, this software is a must. So likewise, it is too much easy for us to understand. Like there are preconditions. What are the preconditions for that particular company? Should be knowing the buyer, their address, etc. Likewise, what are the main success scenario? What happens when a successful transaction takes place? Buyer calls and purchase. They will pay the money, then they will get the thing, and we'll be okay. There won't be any problems. Like so, this is the usual stuff. Just if you just refer, it will be much more good. Just have a go through it. It's too easy. So we'll just move on with the next topic, that is use case diagrams. As it said, visualizing use cases. It's not an usual practice to visualize use case as a diagram, but still we use it sometimes to represent some use cases. Mostly use cases are like textual descriptions with a hierarchy, cross-links and all, and this sometimes it can contain also hyperlinks. And the one thing that makes it interesting is like use cases can be nested. That is, one use case can be included inside another use case. So yeah, I have given an use case diagram. It's like there are two people, and that one character is saying going home to see, means it's just to see his mother. That's what meant in that use case diagram. So okay, we are moving on with the next topic, over specifying. Whenever we are making a software or a project, should not be including more than what is necessary. As it said, requirements are not architecture, they are not design or any user interface, they are needs. Should not be designing more than what is needed. So we'll just move on with the next topic, that is seeing further. Every developer should be able to see the future. So I'll just tell you with an example that is given in the text itself. So yeah, the Y2K problem. So what is this Y2K problem? Developers in the late 20th century, when they use this date format, they never
try to program a date that contain 4 digits. Means the year won't be having 4 digits, instead they will be using only 2 digits. So when the year 2000 came, 1900 and 2000 will be displayed as same. So as I have shown in this example, you can see the date, it's 3 January 1900 instead of 2000. So it's a clear mistake from the part of developers itself. So they should be knowing what are the limitations of that particular software they are building, and they should try to overcome that. So let's move on. The next is just one more wafer thin mint. So you'll be thinking, what is this weird topic? So it's not actually weird. The content is very essential for us actually. It's actually feature blotting. So what's feature blotting? Sometimes we'll be adding more than enough. It's more like over specifying. But I'll just give you an example. Sometimes if you are making a project and we will be adding some features to that, but whenever we are making something, we should be trying to perfect that. Should not be adding more, we should be adding less and should be perfecting that less amount of data. If we have more than what we can manage, we cannot track it. Means if we add 10 features to a project and if it runs okay, then it's okay, no problem. If there is an 11th feature that we have added that creates bug in all those 11 features, then that will be a problem to our project. So this is what it is called feature blotting. We will be creating so much features to that project that we cannot track what's happening in that. So moving on with the next topic. The next topic is maintaining a glossary. So what is a glossary? It's more like when we document this requirements, we'll be having some specific terms. Consider we are making cards. So cards contain spade, hearts, diamond and club. These are the 4 groups that's available in a deck of cards. Assume that I have a machine that makes cards and someone wanted to make playing cards from that. So he came to me and said he wants 13 spade, 13 diamond, 13 hearts and 13 club in a deck of cards. So I don't know what is a deck. So I don't know what is a spade. I don't know what is diamond, what is heart and club. So what I should be doing is getting it clarified from the client itself what these are. So he will be telling this is a deck, this is spade, what is heart. So he'll be explaining that. So what I should be doing is, like, if I have workers working in the company, they should also be knowing this. So I should be documenting this and making it available to all my workers who is working on this particular project, so that they could also refer. Means everyone who is included in this project, means the stakeholders who are working on this particular project, will be knowing about what all terms means what in this particular project. So that is called a project glossary. So we should be maintaining a project glossary for each and every project. So moving on, get the word out. So yeah, so now we have gathered our requirements, we have documented our requirements, we are not over specifying, and we have a project glossary. So what we should be doing next is, like, we should be making this project glossary and other the whole requirements document into a format where everyone could access it. So what is the most commonly used format? Hypertext, you can see. HTML pages, we all use HTML pages, right? Whenever we are searching something online, we'll be having this HTML documents in our phone. So it's easy for us programmers to view an HTML page than a paper. That is one of the reasons why I chose to make my presentation as an online So I'll be giving the links to this presentation at the end of this session. So yeah, this is the end of my topic, and I have included a reference to our pragmatic programmer textbook, so you could download and refer more in detail. So I'm also including the link to this online presentation here in that iCard. It will be displayed on the top.
So I hope you understood whatever I was telling you guys, means sharing you guys. So once again, thank you for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe.